Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I've got a really fun video to share with you. This video was inspired by another YouTuber, Isabel from Isabel's Style. If you don't already know her YouTube channel, I will link her video down below in my description box. But this is 13 questions about my luxury handbag collection, and it's really fun. It's really quick, so as you can see, I already have a handbag sitting in front of us today. The first question is, what is your newest luxury handbag? And that is none other than my beautiful rainbow reissue walk. And I have many names for this bag: rainbow, mermaid, unicorn, ombre. I think it's just stunning. So I'll give you a close-up. You probably saw my unboxing video of this already, and you know how happy I am with this bag. It is definitely out of character for me, as it is more bold, more colorful, but I am so smitten. It just has the most beautiful array of colors, from the pink to the gold to the blue, and then here it is on the back. So this was my latest purchase from Chanel, and although it's considered a small leather good, right, it's an SLG, I definitely intend on using this as a handbag, so I thought it was fair to include her in this 13 question video. Next, what is my oldest luxury handbag? That is my first luxury handbag. It's pretty beat up, as you can see. This is my Gucci bowler bag, now clearly a vintage. I've had her since I was probably about 18 or 19 years off, right as I was starting college. So it is definitely retired, but I hang on to this bag for sentimental reasons. Next, what is my most expensive bag? That is my Chanel Jumbo. Oh, it's so big, it's like knocking stuff over. Yes, so this is my Jumbo in the black caviar with this silver hardware. It's just stunning. It is the single flap, so it's just really easy to get in and out of, quick access, and it's a little lighter than the double flap, and I think it's beautiful. It is the most expensive handbag in terms of retail value out of all of my handbags by far, but also, even though I purchased this pre-loved from a reseller on Instagram, it's still my most expensive handbag by a little bit, by just a little bit. So yeah. Next, what is my least expensive luxury handbag? And that is my beautiful Saint Laurent Toy Lulu. Yes, my smushy. Let me give you a close-up. Beautiful, smushy. I keep saying smushy because she is definitely very soft and supple. My Toy Lulu in the black calfskin with the aged silver hardware. This one here is pretty affordable. I will say it's like close to the $1,000 price point, which is pretty affordable for a designer handbag. Although I do have a less expensive bag. That is my Louis Vuitton pochette accessoire. But I wasn't sure if this really counted. Kind of like the Chanel walk, this is technically a small leather good item, so many people use this as a pouch. I always use this as a bag with all kinds of different straps that I put on her. So technically I would say this one here would be my least expensive luxury handbag. And then the next question is, what is my everyday bag? And these days, this has been my everyday bag. And if you watched my other videos where I feature my pochette accessoire, I share there's so many different ways to wear this bag with different straps. I've got leather strap, I've got chain strap, I've got a wide cotton band strap. It's so versatile, and it's so light, and it's so easygoing, but it fits all of my daily essentials. I can show you, I have stuff in here because literally this has been my go-to bag lately. Next question, what is the bag with the best memory attached? I'm going to have to say my Celine Trio. This is the beautiful trio with the 3 zippered compartments, and this one is navy lambskin. I recently got a scratch on the front. Can you guys see that? I think I scratched it while I was filming, like it brushed up against another bag's hardware maybe, so I'm going to see if I can rub that out or somehow get it cleaned up. Same over here, but it is lambskin, so That's something you have to be careful of. This I've had, and I haven't really babied her, I've had for a couple of years now, and the memories attached to the Celine bag are really quite nice. My 2 girlfriends and I, we went on our very first girls trip together to Paris, and that's where I picked this up, and we had a lovely time. And then ever since then, we've been going on girls trips every year. So just really lots of wonderful vibes attached to this Celine Trio. Next question. What is the luxury handbag that is worth the hype? So, I think we can all agree that the Louis Vuitton Pochette Métis was totally hyped, and maybe still is, but for me, it's totally worth it. Yes, I think that this is absolutely worth the hype. I just love this because you guys know I love flap bags, and I love compartments, and you've got these beautiful compartments. And this is actually the first the first Louis Vuitton handbag I ever purchased in my life, and the first monogram piece I've ever had. So true love, absolutely. And it's totally worth the hype for me. I have to also feature the back pocket because that just makes it so much better. Next question, which bag is not worth the hype? I kind of feel like I'm going to get a lot of heat, or at least a lot of questions about this one, but I'm going to be really honest. Yes, this is my honest. This is the Chanel Classic Flap in the medium size. Mine happens to be vintage. It's about 20 years old. I purchased her pre-loved, pretty decent price, nice condition. I'm really happy with her. I think if you've been on this channel with me for a while, you'll know I went through a whole saga with the classic flaps from the boutiques, and I just wasn't pleased with the quality. The two that I picked up originally had both defects, so I returned them. Anyway, I don't think that the classic flap is really worth the hype in today's retail value, meaning like paying over $6,000 for this bag brand new. First of all, unless you're really petite, it can't be worn crossbody, and that kind of sucks because I love crossbody bags. Also, because it has the double flap, obviously, it's not as easy or convenient for me to get in and out of, and you may have heard this before. It holds enough for me because I don't carry a lot, but it doesn't hold as much as you would think given the exterior size, because that double flap does take up some of that interior compartment. And then the back pocket, it's always nice to have a back pocket, but there's not a whole lot I can do with this back pocket. I also have the clutch with chain, and the back pocket goes the full length, so you can put a lot back there, including your phone. So I'm not going to mess with this iconic bag and say that it should look different. It is what it is, and it is so timeless and popular. But if I'm answering the question super honestly about a bag that I don't think is really worth the hype, at least to buy brand new, I'm going to have to say the Chanel Classic Flap. Next question is, what's my favorite bag from my favorite brand? So it's got to be Chanel. And right now, my favorite bag is my beige filigree Walk. Again, technically an SLG, but I'm using this as a bag for sure. So I just love the filigree. I love the black border. I love the contrast. I love the champagne gold hardware. I think it goes well with all kinds of outfits and all kinds of jewelry. I'm just really pleased with this one. And it does not have a back pocket, but right now, this is my favorite so far from Chanel. If you ask me 6 months from now, that might change, but that's my answer for now. Okay, next question. What is your most used handbag? I'm going to have to say the Louis Vuitton Pochette Accessoire again. Yes, I just use this so much, so much. I mean, everywhere I go, it's so easy and carefree. So in the short period of time that I've had this, I've used it so much. I'm getting so much, like the cost per wear on this is just phenomenal. Next question. What is your most underrated bag? I'm going to have to say my Celine Classic box bag in this beautiful, polished, smooth calfskin with the brass hardware. I think this bag is so stunning, so well crafted, really understated, really timeless. I can wear this anywhere at any age with really any outfit. I think it's just, I know a lot of people love Celine and a lot of people love this bag. I still think it's more on the underrated side versus like the Chanel Classic Flap that seems like everyone either has or wants one, right? So this is definitely underrated in my eyes. Next is my most nostalgic bag. Let's see if I can fit her in here. Okay. So this is my pretty old Prada bowler bag in the black leather with the gold hardware. My husband actually purchased this for me, I think like either when we were engaged or right after we got married. It's the one and only handbag he's ever purchased for me. So there's just a lot of sentiment and memories that go along with this. This is well before we became like an established married couple with kids and a whole family and all of that. So yes, this is like a walk down memory lane. And finally, last question, what is my most disappointing luxury handbag? I have to say I don't really have any handbags in my collection that I'm totally disappointed with because I would have gotten rid of them by now. But if I have to choose one, yes, I'm gonna have to say this one here, my Louis Vuitton Speedy 25. Not that this bag is disappointing. It's such a classic, iconic bag. Think like Audrey Hepburn. That's really what sold me. And I resisted this bag for so many years because I didn't like the fact that everyone seemed to have one. I also didn't like the fact that it's top handle and there's like major sag factor on the bottom because there's no structure. But recently I added a base shaper, so that looks really good. I have to choose this one as the most disappointing because I've not worn her out at all yet. Granted, she's newer to me. I feel like I kind of bought her just to have her in a way, and then also to pass down to my daughter when she's older. I need to start using her. I just feel like otherwise, yes, it will be a disappointment because I don't like to buy things to have them just sit in my closet. So for now, this is disappointing, but hopefully that will change soon. So those were all 13 questions that I covered. I hope this was fun to watch. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, I would love for you to do so. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.